You can lose the money. You can lose the job. You can lose the car, the home, the applause. But if you keep the mind, you can rebuild it all. Because wealth was never the dollar. It was the discipline that earned it, the vision that birthed it, the belief that protected it. It was you. The real millionaire is not defined by commas or decimal points. The real millionaire is the one who walks into the room with nothing but certainty and still knows they're rich. Rich in awareness, rich in self-respect, rich in intent. And intent is more powerful than income. It starts with your thoughts. Not the ones that come and go, but the ones you cultivate. The ones you water, protect, repeat, until they become your reality. Your thoughts become your standards. Your standards become your actions. And your actions become your life. Look at any great builder of wealth, not just in money, but in meaning. Lincoln lost more elections than he won, but he never lost the war inside. Carnegie started in a textile mill at 13, but his mind was already living in skyscrapers. Disney went broke, mocked, ignored, and still imagined magic in dirt. They didn't wait for the world to show them value. They decided it. And once you decide, everything changes. A decision is not a wish. It's not a mood. It's a cutting off of all other options. It's a soul-level contract with your future. When you decide to think like a millionaire before you ever see a dollar, you stop negotiating with fear. You stop arguing with limitation. You stop entertaining mediocrity dressed as realism. You build in silence. You grow in storms. You learn to love the process, not just the prize. Because thinking like a millionaire means you fall in love with who you're becoming, even when there's no evidence yet, even when the bank account doesn't reflect it, even when no one claps. It's a commitment to act from identity, not circumstance. To stop saying, when I make it, I'll feel it, and start declaring, because I feel it, I'll make it. You move like it's already yours. You think like someone who already deserves it. You walk into the gym, the meeting, the mirror, and own the room before you own the result. And from that place, discipline is no longer a punishment. It's a privilege. It's the highest form of self-respect. You don't need a crowd. You don't need motivation. You need to remember who the hell you are. You're not building wealth. You're becoming it. You want to know why most people never get there? Because they try to change their life without changing their mind. They chase tactics instead of truth. They want the strategy without the standards. But millionaires, real millionaires, no. The outer shift only happens after the inner war is won. They're not obsessed with how long it takes. They're obsessed with who do I need to become? Because they understand you don't get the life you want, you get the life that matches who you are. And who you are is built by your habits, your rituals, your focus. Focus is the currency of wealth. Not time, not effort. Focus. What you give your attention to multiplies. If you focus on lack, you will find more of it. If you focus on fear, you will feel it grow roots in every room you walk into. But if you focus on abundance, even when you're broke, if you focus on growth, even while you're losing, if you lock your eyes on purpose instead of pain, then you're already thinking like wealth. That's the paradox of it all. You have to feel rich before the riches arrive. You have to feel unstoppable before the world validates your strength. You have to walk like it's done while you're still climbing the mountain. Because money follows energy. It follows value. And value is created by someone who refuses to be average, even when nobody's watching. So the question isn't, how can I make more? The question is, how can I become more? You see, people talk about luck. They throw it around like it's some floating gift that lands randomly. But here's the truth. Luck is created by preparation, meeting alignment. And preparation is done in private. The hours you put in that no one sees, the books you read, the habits you stack, the fears you face, that's where luck is born. You want wealth? Don't just look at the bank. Look at the mirror. That's your first investment. Your beliefs, your mind, your fire. That's your first asset. You think the millionaire drives the car and then feels powerful? Number, they walked with power when they were taking the bus, because their power never came from what they owned. It came from what they refused to sell out on, their vision. And when the world told them to quit, they didn't argue. They just got louder inside. That's what this is about. It's not theory. It's not hype. It's not surface-level positivity. This is internal warfare. This is deciding right now that you're done living at a level beneath your calling. You don't need more permission. You don't need someone to validate your dreams. You just need one thing, a mind that refuses to shrink. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't built to survive on crumbs. There's something in you, something louder than fear, stronger than circumstance, deeper than excuses. It's the voice that doesn't flinch when life says no. It's the spark that keeps burning even when the lights go out. That's wealth, not the gold, not the numbers, the fire. You think like a millionaire before you ever see a dollar by refusing to betray your vision, by protecting your standards like sacred ground, by knowing exactly who you are even when the world forgets. Because the truth is, you will be tested. Tested by time, by failure, by silence, by people who quit on themselves and want you to do the same. But millionaires are forged in resistance, not comfort. Look at Thomas Edison. 10,000 failures before one light. Do you understand what that means? 10,000 nights of doubt. 10,000 mornings of no results. But he didn't stop, because he wasn't just chasing invention, he was becoming invention. That's the mindset. You keep showing up because quitting is no longer in your vocabulary. Because the pain of average is worse than the pain of effort. Because deep down, if you betray this calling, you betray everything. And you weren't built for betrayal. You were built for greatness. You were built to endure, to elevate, to evolve, to build empires from ideas. So let the world doubt you. Let them laugh, misunderstand, scroll past. That's not your concern. Your concern is alignment. Your concern is waking up and moving in truth, speaking in vision, walking with precision, acting like the person you already know you are. Because this is more than mindset. This is identity. You become the millionaire before the money shows up. You build the frame first, then the world fills in the picture. You act like the person who has it, and then the world reflects it. Why? Because the universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you're ready to hold. And most people aren't ready, not because they aren't capable, but because they haven't trained the container, the mind, the heart, the discipline, the hunger. So train it. Wake up earlier, speak with more clarity, think longer term, surround yourself with people who stretch your mind, not shrink it, and protect your peace like it's the foundation of your future, because it is. You don't rise by luck. You rise by law, the law of belief, the law of cause and effect, the law that says, as within, so without. You want to live like a millionaire? Then think like one, move like one, sacrifice like one. And one day when the results come, when the bank reflects what your belief already knew, when the world claps for what you saw before it ever existed, you won't be surprised. You'll be ready. Because you didn't chase the dollar. You became the kind of person it chases. And that changes everything.